This is the one that they claim that, I got a call on the credit card from their college. You're delinquent by 6 months.
So do you,
It's not even a BFA account.
no, it was, the
Old.
long time
Oh.
ago.
That won't even get me a one-way ticket away.
I killed him. No, he's probably in the industry.
Order. Let's see here. Roll call.
Trustee Henderson,
Here.
trustee Brady.
Here.
Trustee Pinkerton,
Here.
trustee Wood is here,
He's here.
Indisposed.
indisposed. Trustee Tarpley,
Here.
student trustee Bolton,
Present.
superintendent president Walden.
Here.
Oh, indisposed.
Pledge of Allegiance. Art.
Every time.
Every time, Art.
I guess so.
It's the only name I can pronounce,
He
right?
only has eyes for you.
Okay, place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I love them.
I'll get somebody else next time, Art. Okay, do you
It's
have,
so
do you know
delayed.
somebody who's gonna give it?
Yeah. Pastor George Beardsley, Chief of Staff for High Desert Church, is here to give us our invocation night, so come forward, Pastor. Absolutely. You can do it anywhere you want.
I want to thank you guys and your service to the community and appreciate the opportunity to give the invitation. Let's pray. Our gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you just for the privilege to live in this country, even as we are reminded of that with the Pledge of Allegiance. God, I'm grateful for these men and women who serve so diligently on this Board of Trustees. I pray you'd give them wisdom. And I pray, God, that as we would consider the needs at Victor Valley College, the future, God, would we have wisdom. We give you all glory and honor forever in your name. Amen.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor.
Yeah, there was a line. There's always a line.
Announcements for items.
There's nothing from closed
Closed
session,
session, nothing.
nothing to report out.
Public comments related to non-agenda items. Looks like I got 4 people.
There's no items deleted or corrected from the agenda either.
Okay.
Yeah, you got 3 people.
Public comments. Elisa Wallstrom? Is that set? Did I say that right?
No, but that's okay. People don't get it right. I used to be good and I thought I'd get an easier name now.
Okay.
So-
Okay, this is the importance of insurance for part-time faculty.
Yes. Okay, so I'm hoping that I can persuade you. I've been teaching here since 2011. My family came here in the 1940s. I'm deeply invested in this community, in this college. You are family to me. I have pieced together a full-time job through working at Barstow and working here. And for a while, Barstow had given me insurance. I was paying a percentage, and it was wonderful. I'm a cancer survivor, so getting good insurance has not always been easy. And when you can't see a doctor and you've got people arguing in the next room about not taking care of the indigent patient, or it's worse than when you take your dog to the vet and the dog is, the vet says, oh, your dog ate a rock, that'll be $1,200. You can't do that with human beings. They want to know what your insurance is. So I had it from Barstow, and then they renegotiated their contract and took it away. And I emailed them and said, I rely on my insurance to get affordable, life-saving maintenance medication. And they emailed back thoughts and prayers. It's really hard to make your passion, what you love, you can't make it sing when there's this thing in the back of your head of, what if I get sick? So I love you all, and I really, really am hoping that this can be something that can be discussed and can be made right. So that's all I had to say.
Brian Ewing.
Good evening. I'm Mr. Ewing. I'm one of your CDL instructors here at BBC. I'm very new, obviously. I've taught 2 semesters. We've had some complications with our trucks and equipment, but our students have succeeded, and they are succeeding. I get emails from them. Like, honestly, as soon as they pass the DMV, they're sending me thank you emails. So it's rewarding, it's exciting, and I love teaching here. Unfortunately, our CDL program, it's a month on, 3 months off for me working. And so during those 3 months off, not even the month on, I don't have health insurance. I had to quit my full-time job to work this program. The program is 10 hours a day for a month and a half straight. So that's 50 hours a week I have to put in part-time for a month and a half straight. So this last time, I've not had insurance. I don't have insurance for my family. I have 4 kids, a wife. I don't have insurance, and this sucks, and I need to provide for my family. But the really crappy part, while I'm working here teaching in the CDL program, I'm able to put all my effort and all my time into my students. All of my spare time, everything I'm putting into my students so they will succeed. Now, I've had to find another job. And my full-time job, they're not going to give me a month and a half off so I can teach part-time CDL. So the ones who's losing is the students. Because I can't provide for my family, I have to go get another job. So the students are losing, all because of healthcare? It's like, come on, you guys. If you can do better, do better. I want to be here. I want to teach. I want to teach. I don't want to be working at freaking Farmers Insurance where I'm working now. I want to teach. So, but the way the program is set up, a month on, or it's like a month and a half on, 3 months off, I can't provide for my family. I can't do it. So that's all I have to say.
Lauren Golder.
Hello, good evening, trustees. Thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. My name is Dr. Lauren Golder. I'm on the board of the VVC Part-Time Faculty Union, AFT 6286. I've been an instructor in the history department here for about 4 years, and I've been teaching for 8. I'm here with our union to ask you to support our proposals for fair and equitable wages as well as for state-funded healthcare for part-time faculty. I really love being a part of the VVC community, but it's difficult for me to justify teaching here knowing that I could make significantly more per course and get healthcare at many other community colleges and even universities around this region. Part-time faculty at VVC have not gotten a raise since 2018, even though the cost of living has skyrocketed since then. So we really need to catch up. I know VVC can do better for our instructors and for our students. And I hope that the board will encourage administrators to bargain in good faith and seriously consider our part-time faculty salary and healthcare proposals. These are very important and will help make VVC a stronger college. Thank you.
Public comments related to non-agenda items? Any,
Just had that.
we just had that. Why is it above it? Okay. Board of Trustees goals. It's, whose turn tonight?
So yes, tonight it is trustees Henderson, Wood, and Tarpley.
Okay. Brandon, you want to go?
I'll go. All right, we'll just get the good news right out of the way. So the information that I have here is that our enrollment is up 21.4% over last year.
That's good.
So I'd say we're doing good with that. I'd clap for that. So while many other schools and industries are suffering, it's nice to see that we're up another 21.4. Also regarding retention, there's been finalization of hiring of 3 managers for the engagement center, giving us all 4 positions now filled. The infrastructure and the furnishings of the engagement center are in the process, and it's set to open this fall. So the hope is the engagement center will also increase enrollment and/or increase retention. So that's all good news, and that's all I have. So it's good and brief.
Okay. Who else?
Me and you.
You?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go?
You want to you want to be the end?
I can be the end.
It's whatever.
If you want to be the beginning.
So I have goal 4, which is monitor the fiscal health of the college with the goal of maintaining a minimum of 16.7% reserve. The tentative budget has been developed and will be presented to the board at our next meeting in June, and we are expecting a balanced budget. In addition, the district is in negotiations with the unions, which should result in a cost of living raise for all employees. We have met the minimum reserve of the 16.7%, which is really good because it was a board goal. And this goal has been accomplished for this academic school year. And I'm done.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. This evening, my goal is goal number 2. And this evening, we have a resolution of 2310 recognizing Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. This supports our board goal to promote and nurture diversity by encouraging students, faculty, staff, and our community to recognize the accomplishments of our diverse American cultures. That's the end of that.
Nice.
That's the name of that tune. So that's it. So then we move on to
6.1.
okay. 6.1. Okay, board communication. Individual board of trustee reports. Who wants to start? Nobody?
No, thank you.
Sharon,
Okay,
did you do anything?
not really.
Not really, okay.
But I can, I didn't really get to go to really anything this last month because I was involved in a lot of family stuff. And then my son-in-law just got his chief master sergeant the other day, so we're excited about that. But I will have somebody, my better half, come up because he did something. We had the, at Silverado, they had the, decision-making time of what college they're going to go to. So I'm going to have John tell a little bit about it, my husband, because
Can I do it from here, or you want me to go up there?
Up here.
That way you get to speak in the microphone, we all hear you.
Oh.
I missed that. Sorry to put you on
That
the
girl's
spot.
full of surprises.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
It's so nice to have her tell you what to do in front of all these people, and you do
We
it.
do really enjoy that.
And you do
That's
it.
true.
Well, she's been telling me what to do for a very long time. So I got to represent Sharon at Silverado, which I, spent a good deal of my adult life at. In the Career Center there, they had they have a signing day where they recognize the kids going off to Harvard and Yale and all that. And so we talked to Deanna Richardson, the Career Center advisor, and they said, well, that's really cool. She goes, it's kind of expanded. And she goes, we're having a day for a whole week. Each day we're going to do different kids doing different things. She goes, one day we're just going to do it for Victor Valley College.
Yeah.
And it turned out really cool. Because back in the day, there were people in the Career Center, and there's some other schools that have people in the Career Center that don't necessarily value what goes on at our local community college. But Deanna Richardson is not that person. she loves what's going on at Victor Valley College. And of course, you know, she's connected with Sharon and I for a good number of years. And she says, let's just make a day of it. So, you know, being a busybody, Dan Walden, you know how I am. You know, I'll text Dan Walden or text. Well, I just said, whoever's in my phone, I'm going to text them. So representative from Jay Obernolte's office came out and met her, and she was shaking the hands of those kids and making them feel like they just signed to go to Harvard. And Miss Deborah Jones, mayor of our fine city here, she was there, loving those kids up. Who else was there? Smitty, everybody knows and loves Smitty. He was there. Frank Kelly, the most loved guy in the whole high desert. He was there telling the kids it's cool to go to school. And these kids just felt already like they were a part of this fine institution. And Todd Scott, you weren't there. We was hoping you'd be there, but and Art, you know, we was hoping to put on a boxing match between you two there and draw all kinds of kids in. But Michael Edwards was there. It was awesome. And, you know, Michael pumps everything up. So those kids, they felt like it was important that they signed to go to Victor Valley College. So I'm thinking that could be the model for all the high schools is we have a signing day where people from the college come out and say, hey, you're signed up to go to Victor Valley College? Awesome. And, you know, give them little goodies and stuff like that. Kind of making a pitch here. We didn't get the president there, but because he had to run the college. But next year, hoping, you know, it might expand. So
get a day
The
where you
reason
don't have to run the college.
what was going
Very
on, former trustee Pinkerton, was that event was happening exactly at the same time we were under an accreditation visit for our
I'm just
athletic
harassing
program.
you. I'm a private citizen. I can just harass you for
Yeah.
no reason.
Just-
How
No.
dare you
Just
talk?
so you know.
Dan
you to know.
Walden has gone to Silverado and the other high schools popped in and shows those students that they're important to us. So he knows I'm messing with him there.
Yeah, we're good.
Trustee Pinkerton, I'm into, in my heart, and you are our best. Nobody sells this place probably better than you do. And I still wish you're up here. I do enjoy working with her probably more, but we miss you. We do miss you.
That's hilarious.
You guys did upgrade. And
You bleed VVC. I mean, we appreciate what you do.
I was asked, why I'm not up there? Because I believe in this college so much that I think it's better that we get better. And you got better with Sharon.
Well, thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome. That's all I have to say.
I was just trying to keep Art out of trouble. He actually had to be in an accreditation visit report now.
Yeah, okay. You gonna report too?
Yeah. So good news to our board. We got the results from our board makes a suggestion or a vote for the CCT, the statewide board, and the trustees that really represent all of us. And this last year, there were 9 positions open, and the board worked together to make their selection. We did, I think, pretty quickly. And good to know that of the 5 officers, we got 4 out of 5.
Oh, there
So we got 80%, and out of the 9, we got 7. So 7 out of
Good
9, that's
odds
pretty
right
good.
there.
So I
That's
just
pretty
want to
good.
say, one, I think our connections out there work really well. We did another lunch this last month with part of my goal with the mining industry, and I think the lunches keep getting better because the people that come keep asking for bigger toys. So the toys that they now want to help donate somehow, and we're going to need to work with the foundation is, what do they want, a big bulldozer, and they want
Road
big
grader.
diesel stuff, and they believe that
loader.
they can go out to, the industry and get this. So we had 20 people there. You know, we had major mining guys, Omnia, Mitsubishi, Cal Portland. And what they want is us to have big machinery and big motors to be able to work on. And I think getting that is not going to be the issue, But I walked away going, boy, we need that diesel program. So it's pretty exciting.
Mackenzie,
I'm
you
sure-
can wrap all that.
So Kirsten, where we're gonna figure out how to put this, I don't know, but it was really, it was fun. Mackenzie, thank you for being there. John, Todd was there. Thanks. It was exciting, so.
That's cool.
And otherwise, I took a trip up to Mississippi and saw how bad our labor problem is and educational issues are in a couple different states, and had a great time and put on 6.5 pounds. So I had a good time.
Well, I guess that's everybody plus one, so. All right, Superintendent President's report, ASB goals.
It's fine.
Bathroom hygiene dispensers, they were placed in the SAC, ATC, library, gym, and I believe Building 23. Asian American Pacific Islander Month is happening this month. It's taking place on May 19th from 4 p.m. to 8:30. There are going to be about 17 vendors attending. This is including all the clubs, department centers, and ASB. And that is all I have to report on ASB goals currently.
Cool. That it? Faculty update?
No, this is facilities, but we don't have anything.
Facilities update, that's what I meant.
Do we, John? All right, foundation, Kirsten.
Good evening, everyone. I had the pleasure of being a judge for the speech contest. And, you know, it was really heartwarming and encouraging to listen to all of the speeches. They were all wonderful. But a young lady really stood out to me, and I really wanted her to share her story with you, and that was Miss Brenda Rosales. So if you would please join me up here.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I want to thank Kirsten for bringing me on as her student speaker, and I have the pleasure of sharing some of what it was like being a student here, my success story, and some of the struggles I've been through. So my parents were 15 and 17 when they had me. I'm the oldest of 5 of their children, and growing up, we struggled a lot. In Mexican culture, it's not uncommon for the oldest to help raise the younger children. So I learned how to cook and clean before I learned how to do fractions. It's just the way it was for me growing up, and I wouldn't change it for the world because it made me who I am today. I never thought college was going to be something that was possible for me. In the culture I was brought up in, you grew up, you worked, and you took care of your family. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with that system, but I grew to realize maybe I can do something more. Maybe there's a way so that I don't have to struggle as my parents did. So I decided to come back and enroll at VVC. My first attempt here wasn't so great, but when I did come back, I excelled. In my spring 2022 semester, I got the distinction of President's List for maintaining a 4.0 GPA as a full-time student. I have also been second place champion in the fall 2022 and spring 2023 speech competitions in which I met Kirsten at the Communications Center. And coming here, I finally felt a sense of purpose and a sense of belonging. But unfortunately, last October, disaster struck my family. I got the news that we were going to lose our home. And at the age of 23 years old, I became homeless. I was completely confused and disoriented about my circumstances. I didn't know where to go, where I was going to sleep. It was in a nutshell terrifying. But in the midst of all the chaos and grief, there was one thing that kept me grounded. And there was one thing that I was certain about. And that was being a student here at Victor Valley College. I turned to some of the friends I've made here for some help. And I got resources from the counseling office and staff. And when things look especially grim, I had my professors encourage me and remind me of the potential I have for a greater life. My story is not a unique one. There are plenty of individuals struggling and just barely getting by. But I have decided to do something with my story. Reach out and spread the message in order to enact change. I, as a disadvantaged student, will speak upon these experiences every chance I get. I will use the education I obtained to help people like me who don't know there's a better way. VVC has made me realize I want to be someone these individuals that need help can look up to because I didn't have that growing up. In the fall of 2023, I'll be transferring to California State University, Los Angeles, where I'll go on to obtain my bachelor's in psychology and hopefully one day my PhD. Thank you.
How can you not be inspired, right, listening to these students? So
That's
thank
good.
you so much, Brenda, for taking time out of your schedule and coming today. And then also, I have a campus grants video. As you know, the foundation awards campus grants 3 times a year, and I have a video of our winners and what the awards went for. It's written up there, so Tim will play that. That would be great.
Jennifer offered them.
What?
Jennifer and Brandon.
Yeah.
You didn't let speak when it was time to get.
Oh, I
board
didn't.
member.
I'm sorry. Okay. All
And
right.
she's done.
So just one of the uses that we have for our donor stewardship is to support VVC in the program. So thank you.
Thank
More
you.
questions?
Thank you. I understand I didn't allow Brandon or Jennifer to speak when it was their turn. So now,
Or yourself,
or myself.
or yourself.
Okay, well,
I'm
I got carried away.
fine.
You didn't want to say anything?
No, I'm good.
You just thought you'd bring it up.
No, I didn't bring it up. I
Oh.
kept saying no, no, no.
I brought it up.
You want to talk?
No, I'm good. Good evening, everyone.
No, I'm good too, so
It was fine.
that takes care of that.
All right, so I can do my comments. I have asked a very special group tonight, Amber Allen and her team, to make a short presentation to the board on some of the things that we're doing to help meet the mental health needs of our students. And in case you don't know this, one of our psychology teachers pointed this out at one of our breakouts at the Hall College Day, and she said, on any given day, I have 30 students in a classroom. 3 of those students have seriously been contemplating suicide. So we are in this country, a mental health crisis. We know this because of all the mass shootings. We know this because of the many thousands of suicides and the depression and all the other things that are going on in society, and many in this room have even struggled with. So at Victor Valley College this last year, am I too close to the mic? Okay, thank you. At Victor Valley College retreat with the students last year, their number one concern was they wanted us to address mental health. And I know that Jennifer and Brandon were there with me, and Todd Scott, and
I was there.
Tim at the back, and
Robert
Leanne
might
over
have
here,
been there.
and just
Robert
several
might have
people. Yeah, Robert. There's a lot of us there. We all heard this. So we came home and we did something about it. We were already doing some things, but we took even further action. So I want to thank you and your team, and just introduce yourselves and give us your presentation.
Sure, so we do have a presentation coming. So my name is Amber Allen, good evening to our trustees members. I am Director of Student Services, mental health is one of the hats that I wear.
Hi, my name is Ilsa Odin. I'm the program manager for Basic Needs and Mental Health.
I am Jessie Bliss. I work with Victor Community Support Services, and I'm also part-time faculty. I was the one who did that presentation. He's pulling it up. All right, so at VVC, we want all of our students to thrive. Next slide, please. That's us. In addition to the three of us that are speaking here today, I also have a team of interns that work under my license that are providing the services directly to the students on campus. And we'll talk a little bit on the next slide about what that is. So on a weekly basis, we are providing drop-in counseling 3 days a week. We're about 12 hours a week that we're available on campus for drop-in counseling. We offer a Mindful Monday group on Mondays, because it's Mindful Mondays. We offer a support group on Tuesdays, and then we offer mental health workshops on Wednesdays on campus. Every month, I participate in our mental health advisory. We are in the process of doing a resource fair at the end of this month, and we also offer veteran drop-in counseling. We're trying to do it at least on a quarterly basis. We're going to do 2 QPR trainings this semester. QPR stands for Question, Persuade, and Refer. It is a 3-step suicide prevention training, so you can come and learn 3 easy steps on how to save a life. We're working on increasing awareness across campus, so we are doing presentations at fall and spring all college days. We have our intern, one of my interns loves to walk around campus and walk up to students and approach them and talk about mental health. So she's handing out goodies, we're handing out donuts, we're handing out flyers, we're handing out resources, we're doing deep breathing, we're doing all the things. So we're running around campus. And then we also got a campus grant in the fall to do mental health kits, which were a big hit. We still have students coming in asking for weighted blankets, and we're like, next semester, we promise, we'll try. To date, so we started collecting statistics in the end of October. We've had 94 total visits to drop-in counseling, and we have 312 students receiving other mental health services. So that's a combination of the presentations that we're doing, the groups, the Mondays, things like that. So that is what we are currently doing at VVC.
Can I ask you a question, real quick? Did you say 94 since November?
Yes. And we're on, well, I think that's probably, I feel like that's it's 94 unique visitors, but some of them are repeat customers. So we have like a handful of students who show up religiously every week for services.
What do you call a unique customer?
Unique participants. One visit only.
Oh, okay.
Unduplicated, there we go, that's a good word for it.
So then how many of the visits, so you have the 94 since November, you have 312 students have received. I'm trying to figure out.
So 94 unduplicated students, 312 would include duplicates.
Okay. Okay.
And thinking too, in the fall, we started only 4 hours a week. So we've been able to increase from 4 hours a week in the fall up to about 12 hours of total services.
And the counseling is a licensed counseling, right? Marriage and family?
They work under my license as a marriage and
Your
family
license.
therapist, yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt your presentation. I just had a little question. You're
Go
not
for it.
done yet. You're not done, are you?
We are not done, yeah. We have more to come.
No, I have some more to ask at the end.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll be presenting the challenges for our program. Some of the challenges that we face is a dedicated space on campus for counseling, for groups, workshops, and information. Some of those examples are sometimes for some of the space that we reserve, it gets needed for something else. So sometimes we're having to move locations. Dedicated staffing, 50% basic needs, 50% mental health. So I have to kind of juggle both of those. And then we have Amber, that's 25%. And then Jessie, that helps tremendously with our program. And then our marketing, we're getting information to students and staff in a meaningful way. So trying to find ideas on how we can increase the marketing so students know where we are and where we're getting moved and things like that. Limited mental health services. So most services are offered down the hill. There's not a lot up the hill. Response time for CCRT is high, so they're not able to get here in case of a crisis. The time, it's a long wait.
Like how long?
Hours.
Sometimes I even at
2 hours, 4 hours?
4 to 5 hours is typical.
So if somebody's having a breakdown, it could take 5 hours to get somebody to get out of here.
From that team, yeah.
And where's that team based on?
It's Ferry and Bear Valley Road.
Oh, like 2 miles that way?
We get a lot of crisis calls like during the week, so either Amber's office or my staff they'll call us for activities. We do a lot of crisis de-escalation on the phone. Even like last week, I had one of my staff members spend an hour on the phone de-escalating something, getting services who had an accident.
You done?
So these are our solutions or proposed solutions. So we're advocating for a full-time manager. I think it will help to sort of create some structure around it because some of us are sort of fragmented. So having someone that's just focusing on mental health would be helpful. We're also working on identifying a mental health space. So the college, we are working on that. I'm working with Art on that and Dr. Walden on identifying a place on campus where that can just be for mental health. So that is in the works already. We're also just talking about a health center potentially. That is probably a need on our campus. I know that students do want that. We've done some preliminary surveys to ask about that. So potentially that's something that the college is looking at. Also a quiet space. So similar to like a reflection room or something where students and staff can go and just relax. Sit in a room full of like incense and things like that to help themselves sort of relax if they need a minute. So that's something we're working on. Increased marketing, so developing a marketing strategy for all of the things that we're doing. So, from top to bottom, who we're emailing, where the flyers are going, the posts, things like that. So we can have a comprehensive plan for attacking all of the things that we're doing on campus. More virtual options. So I know that Victor Community Support Services will be offering virtual options for the summer, but they also do it usually anyways. So making sure students know that if they can't get to the drop-in counseling, that there are virtual options that they can access, or they can go to the center and get counseling for free. So it's not just limited to, you have to make it during that time period when it's offered on campus. They can also seek services beyond that. Connecting with satellite sites, so we'd like to be able to offer services at Public Safety Training Center, at SCLA. There are students taking classes out there, and that often is sort of a missed area, and so we want to make sure we're intentional about whether it's workshops or drop-in counseling, having it accessible to those sites as well. Creating a Canvas shell with all of these resources in them. We throw a lot of resources at staff and faculty, and then they're all in emails, and it's like trying to go through your email in the moment to figure out where things are is not the best way to do it. So most people are accessing Canvas. So if we can create a Canvas shell that houses basic needs information, mental health information, so it's a one-click area that people can go to access these resources. Keeping our web page up to date and making it more intuitive and student-friendly, so it's something that's a resource for students in the moment. So if they can't get through, like let's say I'm in a meeting or she's busy or they can't get through to us, people are aware that this is a way that they can access resources too. So part of our strategy is to let the campus know when things are going on, what's the best way we can help students in the moment, because passing students along isn't the best way to do it in the moment. And then strengthening our partnerships with the community. So that's one thing we've really, I feel like, worked on this year, is figuring out who's doing what in the community and trying to make those connections for students and for the campus. And I think that's all. So we can take your questions.
Well, first thing I want to thank Dr. Walden for asking you to come up. As background, my wife and I were at Barstow Community College about 2 months ago, and we're at lunch and heard a pretty big presentation, and I, because we do a lot of business in Barstow, we're big supporters of their school, but I'm a bigger supporter of VVC, so I was very concerned that our board hadn't addressed this. And I know we don't have a lot of time for this tonight, but I think everybody on in here can think about in the last 5 years that there's not a day that goes by that there's not a shooting, somebody gets killed in the mall. And this is a really, this issue of mental health is killing our country. So the question is, I think to Dr. Walden, we're not gonna get this resolved tonight. You're obviously stretched, and our country has a mental health crisis. Okay. So what is the solution? I think it's something we really need to take a look at. I mean, I don't know about anybody here, but when I get out of my car anymore to go to the grocery store, I'm looking around to figure out if somebody's got an AK-40, you know, I mean, or whatever. Okay? I mean, we never used to live like that. And we never lived like that up here in the High Desert region. And I'm concerned because, and then I guess my other question, and maybe John can answer this, Pinkerton, what are our high schools doing about this? Because this is starting at a younger age.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I'm trying to think of the incident about a year ago, and it was a student that went to a school, and he was like the perfect straight A student, and he went to church every day, and nobody would ever have thought that little Johnny would do what he did. What are we doing at the lower level schools? Because this is, I mean, it's a disease. It's worse than cancer, and it's something that you know, you don't want people to be scared to come here.
For sure.
I feel safe because we have somebody back there, you know, protecting the board.
Yeah.
And everybody on it. No, I mean,
He's like,
I mean, what do we do about this? How do we really, you know, you don't want to make this
It's Tim.
a big thing, but it is a big thing. I mean, our country's dealing with, so what do we do here at VVC to take the lead?
I think we have to equip ourselves first. We have to know of the resources and have them handy for ourselves. So we shouldn't just rely on a department or an area to be the solution. It needs to be everybody. Everybody has to play a part in that. So I think on our side, we can help equip them through trainings, through handouts, things like that, through creating resources that are accessible and continuing to ramp up the things that we're doing. This time last year, we didn't have any of these things happening. And so going from then to now, I think we are increasing services as they're needed. But I think, you know, there's a stigma still around mental health. And there's also a fear of walking in the door and identifying yourself as having that need. And so really destigmatizing that is something that we can work on as a team or really as an institution.
What is, I mean, so in my world of real estate, at my level, so I have 2 designations behind my name. It allows me to have best practices with people in my business. What best practices are we sharing, or what is being shared by the state, okay, through the 117 schools we have? One, and how does VVC, I mean, we're short on staff anyway, help take the lead as the #1 community college here in the country, hopefully the Aspen, within our region to really, to help our youth before they come here? I mean, what do we do? And is the state helping you at all with best practices?
They send us resources, there's webinars and things like that. We try to connect, we try to be very intentional about connecting with other community colleges to see what they are doing so we can try to emulate those practices and modify it for our campus. But I think some of it's just trial and error, like what works at Barstow may not work here, our population's different. So really just, sometimes it's gonna sound crass, but throwing things at the wall and seeing if it sticks, and then if it does, we massage it and figure out how we can make it better.
That's how we run our business. We just throw it on the wall.
I mean, obviously being intentional about it, not,
Oh,
you know, but I think it's trying to figure out what's gonna work for our students. How we can create a safe space as a campus for them to identify as having a need to Michelle or to any of us on campus. So it's not just, we'll go see Amber. It's like, no, you can come and talk to me. I may not know how to, you know, counsel you, but I can at least give you some empathy in the moment. And I think sometimes that's a challenge. Like, let's create a culture of empathy where people can walk up to any of us and feel like they're going to be heard and they'll be helped.
And we've got a culture of hatred anymore. You know, I think part of it is dealing with that. That's a.
I think it's also a fear of not knowing how to respond. So if somebody walks up to you and says, I'm suicidal,
You want to say that
it's
right
like, oh my gosh, you freak out. But if we can give them the tools to know how to respond, then we can all become advocates.
Well, I just say this to the board. I would like to see us take a greater, I'd like to see our school and our board and our leadership take a greater focus on this. I think there's not a day that goes by. I get 3 papers every morning, and there's not a day that goes by you flip the page and somebody has had a bad day and they've taken it on their boss, their fellow employees, their family.
Or themselves.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I can tell you just as a person that works in K-12, it's taken very seriously there, and the age has gotten a lot younger where the intervention begins. So where it used to be just solely, you know, 9th through 12th grade, it's now even younger that they focus on. And we have at our school a crisis team. We collaborate with the county. We have psychologists, marriage family therapists, social workers
think it
on
works?
staff. we're doing our best,
Okay.
you know? I mean, we're really trying to fight the good fight. And as I think BBC is, and I think combining with all that helps, right? We're all doing the best that we can.
I think it's new, these are new
Mhm.
innovations. A lot of the school districts haven't put a lot of time, effort, and resources into mental health, and much the same way that the country hasn't put a lot of time, effort,
Right.
and resources into mental health.
We become numb to this. You know, 20 people get killed today, tomorrow you don't even remember.
Well, and I think most of us we didn't have a personal experience with mental health until we went through COVID. Most people didn't have an idea of what it meant to be depressed. We might know what anxiety is a little bit, but and we know what depression is from, you know, okay, well, yeah, I'm sad today. But nobody really I think we got much more personal experience with mental health going through the COVID pandemic. So I always talk about that as the silver lining of COVID, is we are having conversations about mental health on a national level and on a global level in ways that we never have before. So it works, right? We know that when you put the effort into it, you see the results from it. You just have to put the time and the effort in and give it time to trickle. Because the average age of onset used to be 13, 15, 16. Now we're seeing average of onset for for depression and anxiety, 6, 7, 8 years old. So it's not an overnight fix, right? It's a societal fix, but BBC has the opportunity to be proactive. We have the opportunity to change the culture around mental health on campus, and by default, the community around us. Because if we have 21% of people engaging with mental health services at BBC every year, that's an amazing number of people that we can capture.
You've definitely got my support.
Small
Whatever.
step,
Thank you.
big ripple. So
Thank you
that's
very
our
much.
goal.
Right.
These are the events for Mental Health Awareness Week. We'll be celebrating that the week after next, so please feel free to come out and support.
Bring your yoga mats. Be stressed about it.
The next time you have another week that is not like that, let me know. That week's not a good week.
We'll probably plan something for the fall as well. September is a National Suicide Awareness Month, so I'm sure we'll be out there doing something.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night. Okay, 8 reports, 3-minute limit per report. The purpose of the 3 reports is, these reports is to inform the board trustees regarding issues pertaining to those constituency groups. Okay, who do I have here? Academic Senate?
Yes, they're here.
Are they here?
Lynn Glickstein.
Lynn,
Lynn,
where have you been?
Where
Come
have-
on down. Wow, I haven't seen you in about 4 or 5 years.
I know. I spent my time here, right?
Oh, I remember.
I know.
You were here when we had boxing gloves up here.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'm here with a new voice.
Good to see
for the new boxing gloves?
Good to see you.
No boxing gloves.
No boxing gloves
No
tonight.
boxing gloves. Yeah. So I'm here representing the Senate. So, yeah, I'm the voice of the faculty. And I just want to say, Brandon articulated some of the good news. And with that good news, I want to also piggyback on that. Faculty has worked very hard to help increase those enrollments. And we're working very hard with Dr. Walden to even increase those more. And with that comes with our ask and our collaboration, meaning that we're asking for more faculty hires. Because with those enrollments are going to come new sections, and the ability to service those sections for our communities is going to need new faculty hires. So that's really like one of the things that we're looking for that's been on our radar. And every year we go through this, and I think that we're going to have, as a quote, an historic year, isn't that right? And we're all very excited. So with that collaboration in mind, we're going to work very diligently with a process that we have put in place. And hopefully then we've been working with trying to tweak it to make it work seamlessly so that we can hit the ground running, so that we can take advantage of the timing when we'll get a great pool of candidates. And that's really what we're looking to accomplish in the near future. So I also want to note that, continuing in that fostering of a culture of collaboration between faculty and administration, we want to make sure that our professional development continues, and that we maintain a strong commitment to our academic freedom and intellectual diversity. The faculty are the experts in our field, and we should be free to explore new ideas and approaches without fear of censorship, reprisal, or the college claiming ownership in our intellectual property. This is essential not only for the success of our institution, but for the advancement of knowledge and the betterment of society as a whole. And also, I want to thank you all for the ongoing support of our institution and its mission. And we also have, a little side effect of cancer treatment. Want to thank you for your ongoing support and our contributions collectively in providing a 5-star experience for our students. And with that, I bid you adieu.
Thank you.
No fire and brimstone anymore.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Good to see
been
you
a
all
while.
as well. I'm just thrilled to be here, but I'm gonna take leave now. I gotta go home.
Feel better.
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't have a voice anymore, so it's, it is what it is. Yeah, good to see all of you. Good to see you.
AFT, part-time faculty? Not here?
Not tonight.
ASB?
Two of our ASB members, Jillian Manuel and Javier Venoso, have received an invitation to Stanford University to perform their research design project regarding their wing design. And they presented it last week. And National Military Appreciation Month is this week. Thank you to those who have served and continue to serve. I want to thank Trustee Brandon Wood and President Dennis Henderson for your service. Thank you, guys.
Here.
And that is the end of my report.
Can you explain that Stanford deal real quick?
Um,
You were a little quick on that.
I don't know if you remember when Jillian and Javier Venoso
Yeah.
came over here and
Yeah.
they did like their whole presentation.
Yeah.
They got an
It was like
invitation.
way above.
Yeah.
I remember.
The invitation is for very select few individuals that get invited to Stanford to perform their
Give their presentation.
design, their presentation on their
Let's
stuff.
just get into school.
Mhm. And do you happen to know more information?
They took a model of the Brandel up with them, and it was on the wing design that they presented. There were 30 community college students that also presented. There were hundreds of others from universities. And they were the first presenter on Saturday morning, or Friday morning.
That's so cool. So proud of them.
Wow. So do they find out at a time how they do, or is it just,
I'm not too sure about
is
that.
it a competition?
It was a competition, many of the community, a few other community colleges, it wasn't just science and STEM, but there were social equity and whatnot. A lot of those awards in first, second, went to those other topics rather than the STEM field. But they felt good about the presentation. They were given tours of some of the Stanford University labs that
That's
they had
gotta
up
be
there.
true.
And made a lot of good connections. As you saw here, they give a very good presentation and put a lot of work into this for the last year and a half with their NASA instructor, Professor Boutros, and the faculty here supported them in their efforts in the lab.
Yeah. Very proud of them.
Great story.
Okay. CSCA?
Good evening, Dr. Walden and Board of Trustees. Since the last board meeting, CSE and the district has met for negotiations, and we've met once, and we are scheduled to meet again tomorrow. At the last negotiations, the district presented us with counter proposals to articles that may still need some language clarification. But when we left negotiations, we felt there was movement in the right direction, and we are hopeful that our contract will be done soon. On another topic, the third week of May is Classified School Employees Week. This is the week that we recognize the hard work of our fellow classified. I have a short video.
In 1984, CSE members passed a resolution at conference that would lobby the California legislature to designate a whole week honoring classified school professionals.
The governor signed Classified School Employees Week, or CSEW, into law in 1986.
We are the reason why we celebrate our work in education every third week of May.
But why should we celebrate us?
Because we are indispensable.
We work to keep our campuses safe, clean, and operating efficiently.
From the classroom to the playground, the school cafeteria to the college financial aid office,
we make a difference in education and our communities.
Because we are inspiring.
Every day we make learning happen for our students.
Our passion, dedication, and the commitment to our work is unwavering.
Because we are invincible.
We rise above every challenge by creating opportunities to improve lives for ourselves, our students, and our communities.
We are educators for our students, and we are essential to our communities all across California.
I am a classified professional.
I am a classified professional.
I am a classified professional.
We are classified professionals.
Indispensable,
inspiring,
and invincible.
In honor of Classified School Employees Week, our events committee has put together several events throughout the week. We'll have different themes each day, like Crazy Sock Day, Superhero Day, just to name a few. We will have coffee and donuts one day that is sponsored by the foundation, a catered lunch provided by restaurant management, and an ice cream social sponsored by Schools First Credit Union. This is the week that we take some time to celebrate all the hard work we do serving the students throughout the year. CSEA appreciates the foundation and Schools First for their donations and support. We also appreciate being recognized by the district with the resolution that will be presented later tonight. We hope that all management will encourage and allow their employees time to attend the events. As the video said, we are indispensable, inspiring, and invincible. We are classified professionals. I can think of no better way to honor the hard work of classified employees who contribute to the 21% increase in enrollment than by coming to a fair compensation agreement and finally getting our contract settled. Thank you.
If I could just say something, I know I believe the CSA used to invite the board to your Friday lunch, and I don't think we've gotten that invite for probably 3 or 4 years. The reason I say it is I've rejoined an organization that holds its national conference that week. So I would not be there if we got an invite, but in the past, we always did get an invite. And I know many of us did show for that lunch to show our appreciation.
In all honesty, when COVID happened, we weren't doing luncheons like that for a while. We were doing box lunches to pick up. And so I don't think it's on Friday this week. I want to say I think it's on Wednesday, but I can definitely extend that invitation to you if any of you would like to attend. I will find out for sure and let Michelle know what the date is of that week, and you guys are welcome to attend.
I'd love to, but I will be in another state, so.
But anybody else that wants to come.
Thanks.
Okay. Management. CTA, I'm sorry, CTA. Management.
I don't think CTA's here, but management is.
Management.
Oh, boy.
Here comes trouble.
Oh, here comes trouble. Oh, wow, you got 2 bodyguards, huh?
I'm just happy to be here, you guys.
Yeah.
And I was reminded to only keep it at 3 minutes. If I do go over or the students go over, I do apologize ahead of time. My name is Elizabeth Duarte. I am the Director of Instruction for Tutoring and Academic Support. I'm here to tell you how tutoring aligns with equity access to support our student success. Academic Support provides free tutoring services to all our students on campus who are current students in all the pathways. They are computer and technology related. And recently, under Dr. Walden's leadership and Todd Scott and bringing it to cabinet, we are going to offer free printing in the Technology Center. And also, you can get tutoring with one-on-one with the tutor, with faculty, or in a group setting for your credit and non-credit courses. We have offer in every computer, Microsoft and internet. Availability is in person, online, walk-in by appointment, and also NetTutor offers 55 subjects or more. So each student on their Canvas shell actually has access to that. And now let me have a student tell you more about all the services, because I don't talk a lot.
Hello, I'm Jesse Roth. I'm currently a student here on campus. And my major is actually political science.
So he is practicing his public speaking skills here today.
Oh, I love it. The Learning Centers support universal disciplines. So we have the Communication Center, that is room 213 in the building 21. That's open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And there's also instructional assistants, tutors, faculty, facilitators for all of these rooms that I'm about to tell you about. There's the Mass Success Center, that's in room 45, and again, building 21. That's open Monday through Thursday from 8:30 in the morning to 7 p.m. Friday from 8:30 in the morning to 4 p.m. Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that one is Zoom only. And the Writing Center is in room 177 in building 21. That's Monday through Thursday from 8:30 in the morning to 7 p.m. Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on that day, there's actually only lab from 3 to 4. And that one offers in-person and Zoom, so that way it's more resourceful for the students. You have the Achievement Lab, which is room 143. That's open Monday through Thursday from 10 in the morning to 7 p.m. And then you have Friday from 10 in the morning to 4 p.m. You have the Tutoring by Subject, which is room 171. That's Monday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Friday from 8:30 in the morning to 7 p.m. Saturday from 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. And then the last one is the Computer Lab for Assignments, which is the mall and open area in the building 21, where students can just go on a computer and do what they need to do, and then the desks at the end for anybody who needs help. That's open on Monday through Thursday from 7:45 in the morning to 9 at night. Friday from 7:45 in the morning to 3:45 at night, and Saturday from 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. And then that offers printing as well.
So I know you're not going to tell him that he's done with his time. I know you might tell me.
No, we'll just tell you.
But I want to say with what he just said, I mean, what better person to tell you about all the services we offer in our learning centers for each discipline to help our students be successful. Of course, you guys are aware that recently we did win the John W. Rice Award, increasing transfer level course completion rates in our English and math areas. So this is very promising, and we are redesigning academic support. Also, the tutoring and academic support by subject is moving into the mall area, and students will be able to just step into tutoring and academic support. Well, they're going to see our computer lab section, they're going to see the individual tutoring by subject section, and our achievement lab as well. In addition, I'm collaborating with the Communication Center where our ASL tutors will be able to utilize the room in the back so that they don't have too much noise level in the ATC mall, which is going to be fixed anyway because we're working with Frank Herrera, who's making sure that the noise level is going to stay down anyway. So good things happening with tutoring and academic support. And then I have somebody else here that's going to tell you how to contact us.
Hi, my name is Brian. You could contact us at 760-245-4271 at extension 2447. And you could also reach us at tutoring@VVCCD. We're also on Canvas at ACAD 101, Instagram at Victor Valley Tutoring, Twitter at Tutoring BBC.
And who are you?
My name is Brian. I am a ASB senator.
ASB senator, okay. Because I talk to everybody on campus, no matter who they are. Also, this is the best part that I know you want to hear. Joe, you ready? You like numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have service as of February 13th through April 30th, 10,059 students. These are totals. unduplicated, meaning not the same student, 2001. And the Math Success Center, being the course that's the most challenging, actually serviced 5,013 with 860 unduplicated. The Tutoring and Academic Support Center, which is a center that I'm in, serviced 1,374 students, unduplicated, 235. And then the Writing Center, 1,143, 470 unduplicated. The Communication Center, 1,031, 226 unduplicated. The Achievement Center, 749, and 105 unduplicated. And then we still have more. We still have June to go, so May and June. So they are increasing and we're helping our students. Thank you very much. Do you have any questions?
No, but you're amazing.
Thank you. And I love what I do. I get to work with the faculty, with the students, and the grade classified who are right there, the instructional assistants, helping students, making sure they sign in, they're getting connected to the tutors and the faculty facilitators. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we move on. Consent agenda. All matters listed under the consent agenda are considered by the Board of Trustees to be routine and have been approved by the Superintendent President. Board Policy 2430. There will be no separate discussion on these items prior to the time the Board votes on them, unless a Board member requests a specific item be removed from the consent agenda for discussion and a separate vote. Public comment on consent agenda items from anyone completing a card will be heard prior to the Board's vote. I mean, the consent agenda. We don't have any. Okay.
Second.
Motion is second. Okay.
Yay.
Discussion? Any discussion? No? Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Yay. You have your consent.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Advisory vote.
His iPad's giving him trouble.
Did you get?
He's one of ours. He would.
Okay, action agenda. Complete written, we have any requests for the action agenda? No? Okay, I'm not gonna read all that. Okay, it's gonna be 10.1, public comments related, no? Board of Trustees action agenda. 11.1, separate approval of these items pulled from the consent agenda, nothing. Okay, 11.2, second read approval, board
Okay,
policy.
so this is
Policy
from
5410.
from 11.2 to 11.9. Those are second read board policy updates. So you've been doing this with a motion and a second and verbal votes, and then we take a break while Michelle gets it all entered, unless you want to talk about one of them.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
You got second?
Yeah.
Any discussion on them? Any discussion?
Yay.
So on all of them, you just.
Okay,
verbal
this is gonna
votes.
be all those.
So we're taking a break.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
You want to take a break?
Did you
For
say aye?
Michelle.
I didn't
And
hear you.
Mike.
Okay. Yes, take a break. Make me your break.
Tim try to
It's like, we went from 9
Look
to
at my
11.
Tim.
And I don't know where the heck we just
I'm gonna take it, Tim.
jumped.
Oh, he's gonna bring
I
it
was
to
like, I
you.
thought she had to like go in
Yeah,
and like
he's,
motion.
That's a no.
3 minutes?
All right, I've
2.5.
2?
I've grasped my right to my public comment time because I realized I was remiss in saying something. Join me in congratulating Jennifer
No.
and Michael on their anniversary, which is today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you're saying no.
And
I think it's like
how many days?
Like I think
14
it's
years.
like 14 days. They've
And
been
what does a
married.
good spouse do but go to a board of trustees
right, and
meeting, right?
he's
That happened to
coaching
you
Little
last
League,
month.
so.
14.
He's where?
Coaching Little
We had
League.
your
14 years, huh?
your
14
anniversary
years.
last month.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
And happy birthday to Brandon's wife today.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
29 again.
29 again. So there we go. Okay,
That
that
was
was
a
it.
big-
That was my public comment that I meant to say earlier, then I forgot because
Thank
you punked us out, Dennis.
Okay.
But
11,
forgive me.
11:10. Resolution 2310, recognizing classified school
No.
employee week.
Nope.
No, no.
Nope, no, no, no.
We're on 13.1.
Yeah, that's it,
Yeah,
11:10.
that's it. You're right.
I know. I thought I was right.
You're right.
Wait a minute. Let's make a motion and second that he was
He's
right.
Yeah, let's have a discussion.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
let's go back to the next one.
All right, 11:10. All right, let's, resolution 2310, recognizing classified school employees week.
Second.
Okay. Did you want to read it?
Yes.
I think somebody should for sure.
Yeah, somebody should read it.
Do you want me to for it?
All right. Victor Valley Community College District resolution to recognize classified school employee week. On motion of member Tarpley and seconded by member Wood, the following resolution is hereby adopted. The third full week of May 21st to 27th has been designated as classified school employee week in California by the California School Employees Association and the California State Legislature. Whereas classified professionals provide valuable service to the schools and students of the Victor Valley Community College District, and whereas classified professionals contribute to the establishment and promotion of a positive instructional environment, and whereas classified professionals serve a vital role in providing for the welfare and safety of Victor Valley Community College District, and whereas classified professionals employed by the Victor Valley College District serve for excellence in all areas relative to the educational community. Therefore, be it resolved that the Victor Valley Community College District hereby recognizes and wishes to honor the contribution of the classified professionals to quality education in the state of California and in the Victor Valley Community College District. It further declares the week of May 21st to 27th, 2023, as Classified School Employee Week in the Victor Valley Community College District, passed and adopted by the Governing Board on May 9th, 2023, County of San Bernardino, and so on.
And so on.
Certified. All that.
Okay, now, any discussion? Vote? Student trustee advisory?
Yay.
Aye.
Okay. Twenty-three, 1111, resolution 2311, Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Motion?
Second.
Okay, I made the motion, I guess. I just asked for a motion, but I got it.
On motion of member Henderson, seconded by member Brady, the following resolution is hereby adopted. Whereas on March 28, 1979, President Carter issues the first presidential proclamation for Asian Pacific American Heritage Week, and whereas In 1992, Congress expanded this observance to a month-long celebration in May known as the Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. And whereas in 2009, presidents have expanded the commemoration to honor Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders, and whereas Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders have contributed in great and significant ways to society, playing a vital role in our nation's economic and technological growth, and whereas the vast diversity of cultural traditions of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders continues to strengthen the fabric of American society, and whereas Asian American and Pacific Islanders Heritage Month is an opportunity for all Americans to commemorate the struggles and victories of Asian Americans and Pacific Islands in our history and their invaluable contribution to society, now therefore be it resolved that the Victor Valley Community College District recognizes Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, encourages all citizens to explore the rich and significant heritage of the Asian American and Pacific Islander communities, and honors the vital role they have played in the economy, culture, and community throughout the district and the United States, passed and adopted by the governing board on May 9th, 2023.
Okay.
Aye. Yay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we got it. We got you. Okay, now we got 1112. Resolution number 2312, recognize National Teacher Day, California Day of the Teacher.
Motion.
Second.
On motion of Member Tarplay, seconded by Member Brady, the following resolution is hereby adopted. Whereas the foundation of American freedom and democracy is a strong and effective system of education where all people have the opportunity to learn in a safe and nurturing environment, and whereas much of the success of our nation is the result of the hard work and dedication of teachers across the nation, and whereas teachers spend untold hours and resources preparing lessons, evaluating progress, and providing guidance and encouragement to their students, and whereas no other profession touches as many individuals with such a lasting effect, and whereas the dedicated teachers at Victor Valley College educate, motivate, and inspire students, molding the minds and training the workforce of the future, and whereas California has produced the thinkers, the scientists, the inventors, the technicians, and the engineers that have led our nation to become the strongest economy in the world, now therefore be it resolved that the Victor Valley Community College District hereby recognizes and wishes to honor the contribution of all teachers and the quality of education they provide in the state of California and throughout the United States. The Victor Valley Community College District declares May 2nd, 2023, National Teacher Day, and May 10th, 2023, California Day of the Teacher.
Okay.
Yay.
The Day of the
I'm
Teacher.
tired. That's great, though. Everybody needs to be given their due respect.
Okay, 1113, Student Trustee Privileges, Board Policy. Huh? 2015. Okay. Day of the, let's see.
11.13.
Yeah, we're gonna go over the privileges?
We need a motion.
Your motion.
Second.
So typically, the board has granted the advisory vote, and they're privileged to receive compensation of meeting attendance at a level of 600 per semester, and the privilege to serve a term commencing on June 1st. We have not traditionally allowed the closed sessions or other, and so on. So it's just those three, 2, 4, and 5.
Its recommendation is to approve privileges 2, 4, and 5 below of student trustee members' privileges. So,
Advisory vote.
advisory vote.
Yay.
Yay?
Yay.
Okay.
That's actually in process of becoming a law. It's going through the legislature right now, and it will pass that all districts allow advisory vote. They don't all do that now, but
Really?
students were advocating for a full vote, but the lawyers have determined it would be illegal under California election law.
Okay, we got 13.1 agreement, Dell Inc., Dell Apex Sex Solutions.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Student advisory?
Yay.
Okay. 13.2, 2313 resolution of necessity. Southern Bleacher Company CO3. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
What?
Motion.
Motion.
Second.
So this requires a minimum of 4 affirmative votes. John, could you come and explain exactly what we're doing here? Has to do with going over the change order of 10%.
Change order 3, if I can see this, it's $2,835 to put camera support on the press box on the home side bleachers. That $2,835 puts us a few dollars over the 10% limit for change orders. So the first change order, which was $151,440 back in October, came about because we had put the project out. We secured this contract on a CMAS contract, which is a cooperative agreement through the state of California, based on the design at the time. And we went, when we did this purchase order, we came back, DSA had approved the drawings, but the California Geological Survey would not approve the geotechnical report. So we had to go back and hire another geotech firm to come in to get the California Geotechnical or Geological Survey to approve the project, which required us to do more overacts, basically excavation and compacting the fill for the foundations of both bleachers, which we had already bid out on the previous geotechnical report. So we had to increase the rebar and some of the other structural components underneath the bleachers. So that one was the 151, the large change order. But the $2,835 put us over the 10%. So the California law says you can't have change orders exceeding 10% of the contract value without this resolution of necessity passed by the Board of Trustees. And that's what we're here to ask.
And the original contract for the bleachers was $1,333,350 for both sides.
Correct.
For both sides, but they're 1,000.
4,000.
Well, no, but we have 2,500 on one side and 1,500 on the other.
Correct.
But how could the bleacher deal be the same?
No, that's the company that's installing the bleachers and building the bleachers and the press box. So that's the total contract.
Okay, any further discussion?
No, it's a typical, I mean, you hear this, and yeah.
Student
So
advisory.
where are we at on this relative to contingency?
Wow,
What does that do to our contingency? Because that's typically where, if you're a private person, that's where you're gonna take it out of.
Right, yeah. No, we had some allowances for the groundwork, a $200,000 or $300,000 allowance. We haven't spent all that. So we're not even into the contingency yet.
Feel
So
pretty
we
good.
had, when we went into the project after we had the issue with the geotech and the potential water down low, we put a contingency, owner's controlled contingency into the contract. So,
You still think about being done in December?
we're hoping.
Probably won't be
We've got some
December.
issues, but
Major?
no, not, we're getting ready to resolve them. Some of the CMU block work is, we had to go back to some structural engineers on. So it's really not on the college, it's on the actual contractor.
So he picks that up.
Yes. And one of the things you approved on the consent item was the cost of the structural engineer to certify the deviation from design. So,
And then
but it should get back to really redoing the block. They have to do a little retro on the block, and then hopefully that'll get us back on schedule.
you have to take some of the block down.
Yeah.
How far?
There's like one section that I think they gotta take 4 feet down, but it turned out a lot better than we had hoped. And now the deviation has went to DSA for approval. So as soon as we get approval, they go back to full bore on finishing the block.
So when you say it comes out better, what do you mean, cost-wise?
Well, I think the solution was better than what the contractor had anticipated and having to do. It wasn't as severe.
So it wouldn't have cost him as much?
Yeah, they didn't require as much tear down as they thought he might.
Okay, I get it, okay.
So,
I get it, all right.
Yay.
Any other discussion?
Thanks, John.
Okay.
you're welcome.
Ray of sunshine.
Huh?
I said a ray of sunshine. I'll tell you, the biggest issue that you hear now in the industry is the cost overruns in the private sector everywhere. I mean, things have just gotten so out of control that there's nothing you can almost do.
Yeah, I think everything down below, I just was in a meeting with the CBOs down below. They're averaging 40% over budget right now.
And the
40%.
budgets now are 50% where they were 2 years ago.
Yeah, so everybody's value engineering, just not doing projects. Costs are just so high.
We got under the wire on this project, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, this kind of tells you what's happening. You hear about interest rates? There's a local developer up here who's built 2 million feet of space. Everybody knows him, everybody knows his product. He's got a credit tenant that we did the deal on. Everybody knows the tenant. Can't get any financing because he's in the high desert. Can't get construction financing right now.
Okay. Non-classified short-term employees. 14.1, human resources.
Motion, second.
Student advisory. Any discussion? Student advisory?
Yay.
Contract of employment, associate vice president, construction.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Student advisory?
Yay.
Are the votes in?
Congratulations. Mackenzie?
I said, are the votes in? I don't want to give us a speech and.
It'll determine which way the speech goes.
Well, I want to express my sincere gratitude for the opportunity to serve Victor Valley College and the High Desert at large. You know, I've shared the story that I'm a lifelong resident of the High Desert. and a graduate of Victor Valley College. So 20 years later, it's amazing to be here and be provided the opportunity to serve in these leadership roles. I want to say thank you to Dr. Walden and Dr. Scott for giving me this opportunity and believing that I stand a chance, and especially to the board. Many of you have known for quite a few years, and I thank you for your leadership, and I hope not to let you down. So thank you.
Okay. Let me ask you a candid question. Is this gonna be your last stop?
Is this going to be my last stop? I'm 39 years old, so I'm not sure that it's going to be my last
We'd
stop.
like to see you stay
But
here.
I'd like to say that I do plan to raise my children in the high desert. So.
Well, congratulations.
That's a pretty good. No, we'd just like to see you stay. I think, Mackenzie, I think if my memory serves me right, didn't you work at the chamber at one time?
I did right out of high school.
Yeah, so my memory's still pretty good. No, I have told Dr. Wald many times, I've told other people that I am really proud of the team of people that he has built, to build around. And it's like a winning team. I had the privilege of watching Lou Alcindor walk into UCLA, and I watched every championship that John Wooden have. And so when you're around stuff like that, you like to see this kind of go for a long time, and you're a big part of it, and I really personally appreciate it.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
And Todd, we feel the same way about you. Art, no. Yeah. Nice. Nah. The Lakers are going to win, right?
Monica and
We're
John
gonna go
just
all the
gonna
way.
hide over here on this
All the way.
side over
All the
here.
way.
Can't see.
Okay, let's go 14.3.
Motion.
Second.
This is a contract of employment, director, instruction, non-credit instructional programs.
Yay.
Okay, well, okay,
Good answer.
good answer.
Online voting is open.
Online voting.
I know, I see it.
Oh, she told me to point it out to you.
Art, he's a better dressed guy than that.
Scott?
No, he's better dressed than you.
Well, congratulations, young man.
Nice cover.
She's waiting on you, Dennis. There it is, 3-2. You barely got it. This is Richard Radcliffe. He's building all of our trucking program, our forklifting program, and our cosmetology program, and a bunch of more stuff.
Whole bunch of stuff, huh? That's good.
Of the board. Thank you so much. It has been an incredible year as an interim director, and I'm very excited for the opportunity to continue on with what we've built. I've been sitting here all night trying to figure out how to follow Dr. Trango up here. And then I realized that one of the best parts of my job is that I have Dr. Trango as a leader, Dr. Scott, Art. It would take an hour for me to recognize all of the great leaders we have here at VVC. I'd like to thank the board and Dr. Walden for their vision in bringing in great people as leaders for this school. And as Dr. Walden was saying, we have so many incredible non-credit programs that we're working on. Again, I could be here in another half an hour telling you about all of the programs that we're investigating. We're meeting next week to look into our heavy diesel equipment maintenance program. The list is quite long. One of the programs I'm really excited about is we're working on an older adults program. That's had quite a bit of interest. Heritage Victor Valley Medical Group is a partner in that. Low voltage technician. So non-credit is a huge, huge area for us, and I'm very excited that I get the opportunity to work on it. Thank you very, very much.
We appreciate your leadership.
Congratulations. Okay, let's see, that was 14.3.
Motion.
So now we're on.
That was 14.4.
Motion.
Second.
Ooh.
Tie goes the runner.
Uh,
Second baseball.
That's up to you. I don't care. So,
I thought it was Sharon.
I like that answer.
we have any discussion?
Yay.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Todd, is Carmen here?
No.
No,
Not here. Okay.
not here.
Well, we are very happy about this particular
She's amazing.
position, and she's waited in the wings to take this, and we're just so privileged to have Carmen Padfell as our new interim director of nursing. So hopefully in a year, we'll be bringing her back as the permanent
Yes.
There you go.
director of nursing.
Hopefully.
She's
Okay.
fabulous, by the way. Awesome. That's all we hire here. We only
It's
hire.
fabulous.
Is that
That's
right,
all we,
Liz?
all we hire is fabulous
It
people,
is.
right?
We only hire the best.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, how about, any further discussion on this? Student advisory vote?
Yay.
You already voted? I didn't see it. It's not on my computer here.
Hey, John, any way you can turn down the heat, the air a little bit?
Don't tell Kevin.
Hopefully we'll be gone before the heat changes.
It's hot up here.
You want it up or down?
Down, it's hot.
The other two were cold early, so we turned.
now we're hot.
Don't you know that you never argue about that?
It's always the girls in the
Just like at home, take your shirt off.
That's right.
I walk around in shorts and a t-shirt, and my wife's got 3 blankets on.
And you know what? And you're still gonna be doing that 10 years from now. Yep.
That's a visual.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, back to,
Okay, 14.
this is how hot the sauna gets in the morning at 108 degrees. Whew.
Okay, 15-1. Sub-guarantee agreement, San Bernardino Community College.
Motion.
Second.
Any advisory? Or, no, I'm sorry, any discussion?
This is income to the district, 156,000.
I can handle that.
Yay.
Okay. Okay, amendment increase, 15.2 amendment increase, BIBLIU Inc., Master Service Agreement.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Just 1.7 million.
Yeah,
Yay.
okay.
I did push down, just so everybody knows.
You tried.
I tried really hard.
Curriculum changes, 15.3.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Did he hit maybe the heater? Oh, he did, push the little thing to the side.
Discussion?
That was a motion by Brady and second by.
Tarpley.
Tarpley.
I did it.
The heater was on.
Oh, what?
Way to go.
Wow.
Yay.
Okay. Advisory vote?
Yay.
74 is very nice California temperature, people.
See, I can do 74.
I got a doctor's appointment. I didn't want to tell him I started having hot flashes at 66, you know? God, man.
Okay, 15.4, Instructional Services Agreement, addendum between Victor Valley College District and the Farm Worker Institute of Education and Leadership Development.
Motion.
Second. Oh, go.
Okay, I got a motion by Brady, second by
Pinkerton.
Pinkerton. Okay,
Yay.
any further discussion? You already said yay, so.
This is an instructional service agreement to bring in, it will bring in a lot of income to the college eventually.
Can hardly wait.
So they're gonna start, they start small and they get big.
that makes a difference, having the heater off, I guess. Okay, where was I here? First read,
No,
board policy
16.1.
6330.
16.1.
First read, we don't have to.
We're not there yet. 16.1.
Contracted services with ComEvo online orientation platform.
Motion.
Second.
This is for state-of-the-art online orientation for students coming into the college.
I had a motion, a second.
Yep.
Any discussion? When you got your vote? Okay, 16.1. 17.1, first read, board policy.
So you
Well,
have
this is-
9 new board policies. You should have all gotten those to read them. And these are first read. Anything you want to discuss about them?
So far, no.
No.
I keep looking for the privilege to fly the jet, but it's not on there.
Okay, adjournment.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right. I guess we're adjourned.
No, you need a motion.
I got
You
a
did.
motion in a second.
did?
Yeah. Where were you?
It's that hot flash,
He
man, I
was
guess.
sleeping, yeah.
Yeah.
I like to keep you on your toes.
He dozed off.
Oh.